It is time, the main event for the NRSL Outback Xfinity Series here at Coca-Cola. So the way that goes is very, very simple. It's a two-segment event that goes around. The first, of course, being 26 laps, and then whoever basically is on the lead lap, so for those who are lapped down, for those that are out of the race, they will not advance to the next and final round, which will be basically a dash going around to see who wins the All-Star race from there. Let's get on down to your starting lineup on the pole, unofficially for this race. Adam Garcia. Then you got Jake Baskinger. All the drivers who are in this field are winners from last season after the All-Star race. And this season before this event, Vince Almariego, James Ellison, TJ Hanley, Andrew Miller, also top 10 as well for this season as well. Brandon Crassus, Skylar Dixon, RJ Bishop was on a one-off. Joshua Sicoli, Jonathan Hoff, Vince Freeze, Cole Deaver, Jackie Tang, Garrett Sidner, Madison Tall, Sean Ard, Aaron Douglas, Bobo Jones, Ryan Griffin, Daniel Olson, Elijah Leonard, Eugenia Max, who was the winner of the fan vote, Sebastian Kukulon, and Zach Flickinger. So, going to be interesting to see what will happen to everyone from here on out. Can't wait to see what's going to happen. A lot of interesting scenarios are going to come on by for this 26-lap race. Of course, knowing how Coca-Cola is, you never know what really is the case. Got one of every manufacturer in there. Corvette, Camaro, Ford Mustang, Toyota, Supra. Ford Mustang, like is mentioned. Let's see here. Just want to check real quick. We do have the Mercedes that's out here, the Dodge SRT that's there, and I believe that's it because, yeah. All right, let's get on down to that command very, very shortly. So, without further ado, let's go down tracks to get command to fire the engines.
Drivers, start your engines!
All right, so as you've seen, everyone rolled on off, which is a good sign right here. Pace car is going to dive on down to pit road. See what happens here from here on out. And green flag is out and we're underway for All-Star Racing at Coca-Cola. Look at Baskinger now already going to take the lead as car number 2. Skylar Dixon looking for P2 as well. And coming to the line, Baskinger will lead the first lap. So far, though, we're remaining pretty decent there. RJ Bishop of the 96 Ally Mustang there. Looking for second as, oh man, they are 4 wide behind over there. And they're going to settle it out, thank goodness. And oh, back to 4 wide again. Look at Bobo Jones and Andrew Miller in a bit of a situation, but they're going to at least settle it there for now. Right now, though, Baskinger in a very good position right now with that good lead. Garcia trying to hang on to second from fellow teammate Garrett Sidner. 3 of the 4 Flickinger Racing cars are in this pack. Garrett Sidner, Adam Garcia, and Sean Art all in this pack. Only one missing, of course, is Benny Watson. Sitting there in that Dr. Pepper Corvette there trying to look for that lead off the 2 car. And, oh, I hear a crash. Oh, hard in the wall. It's Fitz Freeze in the 90. Caution will be waving for the first time today on lap 3. Trouble for the Motul Toyota. Actually, no caution. Wow. He's going to come down pit road as the Motul Toyota. Wow, what a tough break and no caution for that alone. As Sokoli and Kukulon made a little bit of contact there. And that is a tough blow for the Motul Toyota. That's probably going to end his chance in the All-Star race. And he's out of it. Wow, what a tough blow that is. See the skid marks going on by. It did separate the pack, and the only major casualty was that 90 car. And I'm actually curious who must have got into him there, because I'm not too sure who it was. It could have been someone over here in this pack where Andrew Miller and company were, but man, that's a big blow right there. And for Eugene and Max, remember, that was his teammate right there who made it in the All-Star race weekend with that win over at Charlotte. And now that's just like the last thing you'd ever expect, because now you have to rely on yourself as the fan vote winner to go from surviving to going out and try to win the main event just by hanging on. Brandon Kress is now taking the lead. Madison Tall now into P2. And Elijah Leonard in the 87 looking. Can't seem to do it. Elijah Leonard in the 87 having the best run of his career so far. Which is a good sign right there because, well, let's just say he didn't have any good luck last season. And this season he almost got the win at Daytona. And he tried so hard getting a win this season. Finally got it done. And here he is in that main event. I'll guarantee you, is that Bang Chevrolet really going to want to go out there as a single car team? Try to do what he can. Now, Bishop Family Racing's got some interesting ordeal. They have the one-off of R.J. Bishop. They got Andrew Miller in the 98. And if you look carefully, Jay Cook or Gary Owen are not in this field as Ryan Griffin just got turned, but what a save. I think that's Jonathan Hoff that got into him right there, but keeps the car together. He's going to blend in with Garcia, Aaron Douglas, Bobo Jones, and Daniel Olson there, and Jack Tang. There's Sean Ard trying to get into that pack. They checked up a little bit. See all the skid marks from Sean Ard's crash there. We'll take a look at that if we do have a caution, and if the race ends under this segment, we will take a look. But see Zach Flickinger in the 8 car. Sebastian Kukulon, Josh Piscoli, James Ellison struggling for right now. TJ Hanley, the same for him as well. Now, as long as they finish on the lead lap, they're going to be in good hands. Because you know what they say, when it comes to that dash, that's what's really going to matter the most. Almariego now up in the front. Craster retaking second. Sidner now taking third. Tell you what, the person who was leading earlier, the majority of the race there, Jake Baskinger, just inside the top 10 barely, but he's going to work with a good friend of his there, Eugene and Max, to pass Skylar Dixon and R.J. Bishop right there. Oh man, Bishop threw a block at Skylar Dixon there. And those guys that are trying to catch to that main pack, they're just about there. As long as they stay single file, for the most part, they'll do it. Because the leaders keep battling. That's good hands there. Aaron Douglas trying to do what he can to catch up to Ryan Griffin, but it looks like he's probably going to be SOL. Lap 10 coming in right now. So far, for the most part, these drivers doing about 3 wide. And they're playing it smart because, you know, you don't want to be too risky, but you don't want to play too aggressive yet. You want to save that for the next segment. As look at Eugene to Max. Up to P2 is that Busch Toyota there. Now Sidner looking for that position, trying to get all the run that he can off the back straight. He's going to get it coming into turn 3. And we'll get that second position there. Tell you what, give a lot of credit to RJ Bishop there, the Xfinity champion there from last season. So far doing not bad there. In that 96, but of course, you know, as they say, really wants to go out there and try to at least get another win. Is it ironic enough? If you win the All-Star race, you know, you're in next season and so forth, so. Almerigo and Baskinger just working together right there down low and zooming by Garrett Sidner right there. Now this pack is pretty big here because, oh, wow, Eugene Max about playing bumper cars with Madison Tall and Daniel Olson there. And, well, look at this there. Bobo Jones and Aaron Douglas about caught up to the pack. And Sean Ard, James Ellison, and Joshua Sicoli are trying to catch up too. But Sean Ard and Ellison, they're just about there trying to catch up to these guys. By guarantee if a caution comes out, that's going to change a lot of things. Jackie Tang about did it right there with Eugene DeMax. We are nearly at the halfway point. Again, no cautions, but one car crashing out of the race. That was Vince Friesen. Actually, I think the car that may have gotten into the 90 was TJ Hanley in the 07, because you notice there that I just seemed to catch my eye on was the fact that he has right side damage. You'll see it coming off the corner here. Right there, he's got right side damage, so I guarantee you another driver who probably would like a caution, let alone drivers, would be Sebastian Kukulon and Zach Flickinger, because both drivers there, they are desperately hoping for that yellow to come out. And if it does happen, well, I guarantee you they're going to want to avoid all this mess. Cole Deaver, Daniel Olson out in front at Evans Gardner Motorsports. A very good outing for them. Remember, Xfinity, they didn't do too well in the showdown and all that. And in the Cup run, Rob Evans was doing it as a one-off. Johnny Gardner made it in by being in the top 2. And Quentin Moore and others there who were there didn't do too well as well. Looks like Ellison and Ard, they're going to miss out on that pack. And you see the drivers that were just behind, like Douglas and another driver that was there, they are now in this pack, and this pack is getting a little bigger. Wow, Bobo Jones and Ryan Griffin made a little bit of contact. I guarantee you these drivers, they know they're playing safe, but they know that one mistake and about half these guys get involved, and then you had drivers that are right over here that could benefit from that. But for the most part, you know what they do. They got to stay on that lead lap, and TJ Hanley, he's probably the driver the most that's going to be praying for that yellow, because when that happens, you know, he can get his car repaired, he can go back on the track, and he could be in really, really good hands here. Wow, Bobo Jones really slid up on that high line right there in that 70. Seeing drivers are getting a little too feely with the corner panel right there, because, you know, that's been the thing with these drivers ever since, you know, the practice came around. Not just for this All-Star race weekend, but for the showdown even, too. You notice there, how about James Ellison, the 39, is actually going to catch the pack with all these drivers because they keep battling. Sean R. trying to do the same in the one car, trying to catch up to Adam Garcia. We are nearing 10 laps to go in this race. TJ Hanley, Zach Flickinger, Sebastian Kukulon, and Joshua Sicoli all praying for a yellow at this point. primarily TJ Hanley. That is the driver the most that is praying for that yellow. But Baskinger will retake the lead. Forgot to mention this too. Where you finish doesn't matter. Will be random ordered once we redo the race. Where it will be, you know, the dash to the finish where no cautions will come on out from here on out. So, you know, if you finish segment 1, you're in segment 2. No yellows. And if you crash, you crash. So, top 4, single file. Got to give credit to Douglas, though. Caught up into the pack, battling up there. But it's going to be good practice for what could be later on in that final segment. I'm still amazed, though, what happened to Vince Freeze, though, because that was absolutely shocking. Let's see what Hanley on the rear. You can kind of see that pack coming in off turn 2 while he's on that back straight. And you got to remember, this is a long straightaway, too, but still, you could see they're reeling him in. Zach Flickinger actually just got passed by Sokoli and Smash Kuklan, and he's losing some ground for whatever reason. Bubba Jones' last car in that pack right there. Running 18th, I think it is. Or it's actually 20th. So 20 cars mainly battling this pack. They got 21st through 23rd all right there. And 24th, TJ Hanley. Well, he, again, praying for that yellow, man. Because I can guarantee you, they're going to catch him. Baskinger now looking down low. Miller, Daniel Olson now all in the fray. Trying to battle for that top position. Deaver following as well. TJ's got to be thinking, what do I got to do to get a yellow here? Because that time's ticking, man. He's got to hope a yellow comes out right now, man. Or otherwise, he is basically, as you could say, SOL. Yeah, the yellow has to come out this lap. Because, I mean, you could see he's off turn 2. Oh, they're actually going to catch him, man. They're going to catch him this lap. You can see that distance is getting really closed in. They wreck off turn 4. That will be the biggest break for that 07 team. Miller now going to take the lead from Baskinger down low. Olsen go for P2. Tall for P3. And they're not going to wreck. That is not good for TJ Hanley. He's got to hope for some type of miracle at this point because, well, I don't know if he's going to get in now. But that's a tough break for the Quickway signed Chevrolet, who won 2 races last season and won the All-Star race last season too. So he's not going to defend his crown, and right there, now going to be 1 lap down, and he's going to be out of the running for this All-Star race. What a tough blow right there for Hanley. Now at the line will be 5 laps to go. See, these drivers are trying to get around the 07 because his damage is really starting to affect that Chevrolet there. Garcia having a little bit of issues trying to get around the Quickway signed Chevrolet. Now we'll get around him. Bubba Jones going to be fine now, thanks to all that little ordeal there with the 07. So now we can confirm 2 drivers that will not be in the running for the main event. And they will be TJ Hanley and Vince Freeze. You can see Hanley's trying to run up here in this pack and try to pass some cars, but maybe that's all what it needed. He needed some draft. That's probably all what he needed. Whoa, Dixon and Cinder, what a save! Wow, they went all the way down low. Holy cow. Well, maybe that's all what he needed. He needed some draft. Because, oh, there goes a wreck! Jonathan Hoff, Cole Deaver, Sidner around. TJ Hanley, Jackie Tang, and others. Caution will wave. Oh, don't hit the wall. Oh, and Sidner just clipped it. Caution will wave, and that will end the first segment as Hoff on pit road. Leader is Andrew Miller right now. Cole Deaver, Jackie Tang, Bobo Jones, Garrett Sidner, Jonathan Hoff all down pit road. And the drivers who benefited big were Joshua Sicoli, Zach Flickinger, and Sebastian Kukulon. But now comes the question of what's going to happen with everybody else here. Well, TJ Hanley wished that caution came out a little earlier and also try not to get involved, but he did get a little piece. You'll see coming off of off the turn here. I guess it was off that right side there. And they'll be at the line with 2 to go, so we're going to take a look at ourselves. That didn't bring out the caution and then the caution, so we'll be right back. Here's a look what happened. Well, here's what did not bring out the caution. You see, Sean R. got into TJ Hanley, and I mean, man, TJ flat out lost the car right there thanks to Sean R. And Freeze was just minding his own business, and then right there, the 90 gets involved right there, nowhere to go. And I'm amazed this did not bring out the caution because, you know, Joshua Sicoli, James Ellison were all right there, but I guess if there were a lot more drivers, that probably would have brought out the caution. But, of course, very lucky for Vince Freeze, no one else got into him, but he was out of the race after that one, so that's what did not bring out the caution. Now let's go look at what did. And it's going to start between Cole Deaver, Jonathan Hoff, and, man, right there, kind of like the same incident somewhat there, but, man, Deaver's flat out dumped the 16 and himself. Wow, how did Ryan Griffin miss that one right there? Both smacked the wall literally almost at the exact same time. Bubba's going to get into Jonathan Hoff right there. And then you just seen right there, Jackie Tang got a bit of contact from someone there. That looked like TJ Hanley and another driver. We'll look at that in a second. Garrett Sidner goes around, and oh, Bishop just got a small piece right there. But if you notice, he did not come down pit road, so that is a good sign right there. Let's actually take a look at Jackie Tang. Oh, man, he hit the inside wall good right there. But let's see what happened here. Okay, they were also trying to check up from the 44 and the 77. What happens here? The 24 is going to go up the course. TJ Hanley made a little bit of contact. Oh, Hanley got squeezed right there. Wow, Hoff took a good look right there. And then there goes Garrett Sidner. Jackie Tang goes to the inside. There's Al Muriego getting a piece. And then the Taco Bell Chevrolet takes a good little lick to the passenger side right there. And, well, you want your Crunchwrap Supreme. It's definitely going to be crunched all right, but yikes. So that's a look at what happened with that incident right there. Let's see who finishes and goes to the next and final segment. Well, you are seeing it, folks. Andrew Miller out in front is car 98. And he is doing pretty good right now. Looks like he will easily be in. And that last car to be A-OK looks like Garrett Sidner. TJ Hanley in the 07, he is not going to make it in. And neither will Cole Deaver, Bobo Jones, Jonathan Hoff, and Vince Freeze. But coming to the checkered flag, winner of segment 1 is going to be none other than Andrew Miller in car 98. He will get the job done. Him and the other 19 drivers will advance. So, now that you've seen all that, and now that is official, we will see you for the second and final segment for the dash, the finish. Alrighty, welcome back. Just missed the command a little bit there. Had a bit of a lag when it happened. But anyways, we are here. 9 laps of action. Very simple. No cautions. First one to start finish line is the winner of the All-Star race. That means you cannot make any mistakes, and if you wreck, well, you're basically the SOL, definition of it. Pace car makes a dive down pit road. We only lost 2 cars from that segment from before, and now this is it. Who's going to get here first? Who's going to win the All-Star race? Buckle up tight, folks. This is going to be on for a show. Aaron Douglas Garrett sitting there on the front row. And green flag, we are underway at Coca-Cola. And one of the things when we looked at from the order there was the fact that they got basically lotto queue. And it showed basically anyone that was there. Daniel Olson had one of the weirdest numbers there, and he ended up getting dead last there. In the meantime, 3 wide. Now double file for the double wide for the most part. Now 3 wide in the middle of the pack. One of the drivers who got really lucky was the 8 of Zach Flickinger. Apparently, outside of his qualifying effort, he actually had dropped the cylinder in the race and still ended up finishing up there. Guess what? He's back in the pack, and now he's competing for that win. And look at how tight and close they're racing, all while behind Adam Garcia, someone. The top 3 have ran away from 4th place. And Sicoli very wisely going to move low and not be too aggressive there. But man, Aaron Douglas, Adam Garcia, Jake Bassinger, they ran away from the top, rest of the pack there from 4th on back. Top 3 up ahead as Bassinger, who had a really good car in that first segment, here he is, leading this field down. Whoa, Kukulon cut in front of Elijah Leonard right there, but they keep it together. Remember, Leonard and Hoff, they were the 2 drivers that made it in via by the showdown, and DeMax made it in via by the fan boat, but you notice Jonathan Hoff, he ended up being a lap down. He's not eligible for this race. Man, Daniel Olson really got the wall a little bit right there, which was a tough break for the 16 because of everything that happened. He made it. It was a good deal. Then the main event happened, and then everything fell apart. Well, Alvariego, Tang, RJ Bishop, Daniel Olson, all those drivers fell back like a rock there. Will we possibly have a battle for the lead probably ensuing? Garcia, nope. Gonna go for second on Douglas with the help of Madison Tall, nope. Tall gonna go back in line, and Garcia looks like he's just gonna hang on to third for the time being. Now Sean Arden, the 1, catching up to Tall in the 80. These drivers are going to have draft. Now Douglas going to look under Bassinger for the lead. Probably not a good time to do that, especially on the back straight. You can't get a run right there, just like what Bassinger is showing right there. You want to make your move on the turns. Or at least if you want to make your move on the inside line before the turn, you got to do it right before entering turn 1 and turn 3 there. Now Garcia getting kicked up to the eye line. He's losing ground left and right. Douglas in the P2, Tall in the P3. Look at Leonard in the 87. It's been flying with the help of Joshua Sicoli. At Bank Chevrolet now working underneath Sebastian Kugelheim for position. Now Sicoli is going to go 3 wide with the 87. Not a wise move right there. Now we'll tuck back, working with the 87. Now Douglas looking for the lead is the 51. We'll get the lead. Tall to second, Sean Ard to third. So far, no wrecks have taken play, which is a good sign. Douglas, though, having a nice lead, is the U-Theory Toyota Supra out of Meyer Racing Toyota. Tall went to the high line a little bit right there. And look at Sean Arden, the 1, going for third. Now Tall in the 80. She knew about her teammate not making it in. Jonathan Hoffman, he was the only one that was there for the NS Racing that made it in altogether. And she's on an island of her own outside of the Chevrolet counterparts. She's got the lead for now, but Bassinger wants that lead right away there. And look at Sicoli and Andrew Miller working their way up to the front. 3 to go. But Daniel Olson's been dropping like a rock, and these drivers have been in the rear of the field. They know time's running out. They got to go. Look at Kukla on the 42. Look at 3 wide, though. Not a good idea. Douglas is going to help the 98 of Miller. That's for third right there, is the 98. Going to take that position. And coming at the line, be 2 to go for Jake Baskinger, retaking the lead. 2 laps to go at Coca-Cola in the main event here for the final segment on for this race. Probably come down to Baskinger, Andrew Miller, Aaron Douglas, and Sebastian Kukla on there. Look at Douglas, got a big run right there coming off of turn 1 and 2, and now catching up to Baskinger. This is where you want to time your move. Douglas knows he's not wasting any time. He's got a little bit of help of Sebastian Kukla on the Mercedes right behind him, and here comes Douglas for the lead. Garcia back into the picture. Where has Ryan Griffin been all of a sudden? Coming at the line will be the white flag. Final lap will be displayed for Aaron Douglas in the 51. The 29's coming, boys. I'm telling you. Watch out for Griffin. If I were Douglas, these guys are hungry. Look at Tang in the 81 also making an appearance here. Oh, Baskinger gets into Kukla on a bit to keep it together. Griffin, time's ticking for the Little Caesar Chevrolet for full throttle. Can he get a move on Douglas? He goes up high a little bit there. That's going to probably seal the deal. And it definitely will. Coming off the final turn, Aaron Douglas in the 51 is going to come off to the front straightaway. He's going to win the All-Star race. Job well done for Aaron Douglas and the 51 team. They're going to get the job done. And they are the winners for Season 9 of the All-Star Race Week. And that means he will definitely be here next season, without a doubt. As well as whoever wins the rest of this season's races and next season's early stages of the races. Well, it's your full finishing results. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, be sure to give it a like, comment your thoughts, subscribe, part of the NRSL button, subscribe button down below. You've been watching production of the NRSL Racing is Living. We'll see you for the Cup one in just mere moments.